Hi everyone, it's Susan Winter here, best-selling author, relationship expert. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. And subscribers, I adore you. I am continuing with question and answers. This one, why you can't get over them. Karina writes, "Hello Susan, wondering if you can share some light. I found out that the only guy I've ever loved has now had a child and engaged. I feel so empty because he used me as a rebound, but the chemistry was so strong. I feel so embarrassed that I held on for all these years. Being 32, single, still living at home, and haven't had a relationship since 2012. How do I overcome this?" Wow, this is a lot. And oftentimes, the very information that I need when I'm reading these from all of you is written inside the statements themselves. First of all, I guarantee you, if you start by looking at somebody and saying in your analysis, they're the only one I'm ever going to love, you're lost. There's no coming back from that place. How in the world can you make peace with losing the only one? It's the only bus. I'll never have another. The only one. If we believe that and we do not reframe it, we are stuck. That's a definite. That's a definite. So I'd first ask you to reshoot the whole thing. You had great chemistry. You had a short-term affair with somebody. It was really significant for you. For him, not so much, right? So he went on someplace else. We cannot get stuck in being the victim. If we give our power to that other person and let them decide whether we're worthy or not, whether they choose to stay with us or not, that's a determinant of our value. If we feel like the victim, we will remain stuck. So you got to take your power back. You can't be a victim here. I'm going to continue with some of these other things here. So, another thing that I always talk about is that you've got to take this person off the pedestal. Again, the only person I've ever loved. If you never go out again and you never try to meet new people, guaranteed they will be the only person you have ever loved because you never went back out there to find new people. So this whole thing that we get stuck, you can't get over them. This loop is so easy to get into. The most insignificant casual encounter can end up being a loop because there was something fun, something special, something sexy, the way we connected. We tasted something we've never had that closeness to before. Maybe it was a fabulous sense of humor. Maybe they understood us in a way that we'd never felt understood before. So when these factors come together, our mind tends to frame them in, unique, one off, never happening again. And when your mind goes there, it's a nice little check mark for something new that you've manifested. I love that part. You brought it from a desire or even something you didn't know you desired into real life. But now, instead of holding on to it, using it as your baseline and your springboard, you're like, but I'm stuck. I'm never going to go. And so then you idolize this person who's gone. Now, believe me, I'm sympathetic. Why do I speak with such passion? I have been there more than once, okay? So in analyzing how in the world we get out of this, this is how we do it. We've got to dig ourselves out of that place. And one thing for sure, I've got to tell you, so Karina, you really have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself for taking the leap of faith. And this is a whole nother discussion and probably a whole nother video. But when we make an active choice to explore a person and take that leap of faith, you've got to be aware of the consequences and own them. Own it. You did it, own it. I have a video that I really like called You Slept With Him, Own It. And it's not to degrade women. It's not to make you feel badly. It's you made a choice. You have the sovereignty of making that choice. What happens may not be desirable, but you have yourself. You made a choice. That's the experience you got. You wanted a better experience. But whether you did or not, you got that person you don't, it isn't a reflection of your worth. It isn't at all. So these are some of the things I want to teach you. When you feel like you are stuck in a loop and you can't get over them, it's because of the way you've framed them. You've made them perfect. In this young lady's understanding, this is the only one she's ever loved. And sweetie, he has definitely moved on, and you need to do so too, but you need to release the concept that he's the only one, because he isn't the only one. He's the first one you've met that has affected you to this degree. And you own the choices you make. And if you get out there, rearrange your thinking, take him off the pedestal, forgive yourself, and look for a hopeful future and an optimistic one, you're going to see that there are more buses out there. There are more ones out there. There's no the one, there are ones. I hope this helped you. Thank you so much for writing me. Susan Winter here at susanwinter.net. If you want a consultation, look at my consultation packages. If you want to sign up for the newsletter, it's on the homepage. Love to know who you are and be able to contact you. And if you want to hear this on audio, you can go to Spotify, iHeartRadio for the Susan Winter Show, and join my live show every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Thank you.